Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the RoundTable. I'm Sandra B, your host, and I have with me a special guest by the name of Janasia Nicole. Did I say your name right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, correct. I was saying her name wrong for a long time, y'all, but hey, people messed up my name too. But I'm super excited to have her on tonight because she is my youngest business owner that I've had on the show. So I don't normally ask people their age, but I am going to ask you your age because people need to see that you can be a young entrepreneur and you can be successful, and that's what she's up here for tonight, you guys, to share her story and her journey, and hopefully it will definitely inspire and motivate someone. So, Janasia, you tell the people who you are and what it is that you do, love.
Yes, first I just want to say thank you so much for having me on your show. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank
And
you.
yes, as she said, I am young. I'm 23. And I am Janasia Nicole. I'm a licensed cosmetologist in Greenville, North Carolina. I attended cosmetology school at Alexander Paul Institute of Hair Design, which is also in Greenville. I graduated from there in October of 2022. And just a little bit about me of how I became interested in hair. I've always been a girly girl, so I just always love all things beauty, hair, and makeup. From a young age, I used to just play in my mom's hair all the time, and my grandma actually taught me how to braid at a very young age. So shout out to grandma. And I used to just always tag along with my mom when she went to the hair salon and things like that. I used to just love watching the women and looking at the work that they sent out. I love the atmosphere. The women would be in there laughing and talking, just having a good time. And I knew I just wanted to work somewhere like that. And when I was a student at the Boys and Girls Club, we used to have the community college tours. And the only thing I wanted to see was the hair salon. So I just knew that I always, wanted to come into this field. And how I really got started when I was 14, I asked my mom to buy me some mannequin heads, and she brought me two at the time. And the first thing I did was braiding, box braids. And I posted it on Facebook and Instagram, and someone inboxed me asking me what I do their hair, and I charged them $20. I started off charging $20 for everything. So in high school, I did hair like after school and on weekends. So that just became my business. That's how I got started in high school. And now I'm licensed after going to cosmetology school.
That's awesome. That's great. And I love your story because I've watched you. I've seen I think your mom, you did your first crochet on your mom a few
Yes, that's
years
it.
ago, and it's like I've seen the transition. I used to do I did hair for years before I got into the
I
finance
remember.
industry. That's what drew me to you. I was like, I started when I was 12, doing it on the weekends after school and everything. Then it ended up being a business, and that's what it's money in it. So,
Definitely, yes.
um, you covered a lot with just your introduction, so I can skip some of the questions that I have. But I do have another announcement, you guys, before we continue tonight. I will be doing a giveaway, a cash giveaway, because we have reached and actually exceeded 200 subscribers. And so I like to give away money once I hit, certain amount of subscribers. So y'all stay tuned tonight because you don't know when I'm going to do it, but it will be done during this episode. So you have to be up here and you have to be subscribed. Thank you for those who are watching. If you're watching, just simply put where you're from. We're in North Carolina, so I don't know what part of the world y'all are from, but let us know. And if you have questions for Janasia, post them in the chat and we will answer them, as we see them. So, you said you got into it because you was inspired by your mom and your grandmom, and you just loved the whole hair salon thing.
Yes, yeah. Just being a girl girl, just loving the atmosphere.
I hated salons. I hated salons. I had long, thick hair. And when I went to the salon, my first time going to the salon was probably like, I think I was 14 or 15. I sat there all day and I was underneath this hot dryer for hours. And I was like, no, I don't do this. So I did mostly like braids and sew-ins and stuff like that. I didn't do the chemicals and like the perm. I didn't do all that. But so you said you started off braiding
Braiding, yes.
and then somebody saw your post on social media,
Yes, Facebook.
Facebook. Oh my God, the
Yes.
wonderful world of social media, guys. I didn't have that luxury. I'm older than you. I'm almost 40. So it's like I started, there was no YouTube, there was no nothing. I had my Barbie dolls, my baby dolls were my mannequin heads, And so I had to kind of teach myself. My mom kept me and my sister's hair done all the time because we had hair. And that's how I picked mine up. So it's crazy, how relatable your story is, which you picked it up from your mom and your grandmother. And your mom is a huge supporter of you, right? I mean, I see her all over
Yes.
your posts. Like, shout
Yes, she helped me really prepare for this. She's in the other room watching, so I know she's smiling big
out.
right now.
That's so good. It's good to have the support of family because, and a lot of businesses don't have that, especially depending on what you do. Family and friends don't always support. So to have your family supporting is really huge. It really is.
Yes, I'm really grateful for them.
Oh, so we're gonna go ahead and start with some of the questions. Like I said, you shared a lot about how you started and everything. How long have you been licensed? Before I get to this question.
This year, at the end of this year in December, it will be 3 years.
Okay, okay, awesome. So, what were some of your biggest challenges you faced when starting out in the industry? And this could be before you was even licensed, because your journey started before that. So, what were
Mhm.
some of the biggest challenges you faced?
Well, I'll say coming out of school, some of the biggest challenges that I faced was just thinking that I had to be a know-it-all. People were going to start paying me more money, not the $20 anymore. It was going to be more money than, they had ever paid me to get their hair done. So I just wanted to make sure that I was performing quality services that, matched up with the amount of money that they were paying me. Because in school, they really just, teach you the basics and you
Mm,
really start getting more hands on and learning new things when you do start working in the salon and getting more experience. So that kind of scared me at first, the price increase and just making sure, because I'm all about quality work, just wanted to make sure that it was matching up to it. And another challenge I would say is transitioning from school into the salon. It's just
mm,
having to build my clientele. I really had to start over in a way. And a lot of these conversations aren't really had in school, I think, because some people may get discouraged. It's not always easy building your clientele. It takes time. And it's not really a few months, it's a few years. So transitioning from school into the salon and building my clientele, it taught me a lot about patience. I just had to have patience. It didn't happen overnight. So, it just taught me early on within our industry is fast weeks, where you're
yeah,
making a good amount of money. And then you have those slower weeks where you're not making the money that you had hoped to have made. So it was
right,
just a challenge because it took some getting used to. It was something new I had never experienced before.
right. And that shows resilience because I mean, it's hard out here for any business,
Hmm.
and there's a lot of hairstylists, So when you're choosing what you want to do, you have to kind of blindside the competition and focus on your craft. And so, what is it that you feel that you bring to the industry that's different from other? What sets you apart from other stylists?
Yeah, like you said, it's a lot of great hairstylists, and it's a lot of great hairstylists right here in Greenville, where we live at. It really is. But I would say the thing that sets me apart is my professionalism and customer service. I think that that's the biggest thing that people look at when they support any business, not just the hairstylist. I'm big on valuing people's time. Like you said, the first time you went to the hair salon, you stayed all day, and I know people don't want to come and stay all day. Yes, they like me, but they don't want to sit there all day with me. And I know that. So the same way that I want them to value my time, I try to value their time. So I arrive to most appointments about 15 to 30 minutes early. So when they get there, we're ready to just go ahead and get started. And I think that people really appreciate that. Another thing is just using active listening skills, making sure that I really listen to what they want to get done, whether I agree with it or not. I'm gonna make sure
That part.
I'm, I'm gonna make sure that I at least completely hear them out all the way, and whether it's what they want to get done or the things that they're struggling with their hair, whatever it is, I'm going to hear them completely out, and I try to make sure that it's a welcoming environment. Right now, I'm located at I Embrace Hair Studio in Greenville, and I think that we do a great job of making sure that it's a welcoming environment. And I make sure that I have a welcoming attitude, because people want to feel welcome whenever they go to any place to spend their hard-earned money. And another
I
thing, was
agree.
go ahead.
No, you got. I was just saying. I agree.
Oh,
You go.
okay. And the last thing I was going to say is I really do care about my clients beyond our professional relationship. Yes, I'm their hairstylist and they're my client, but I care about them as an individual. For example, if they had to reschedule their appointment because they got sick or their baby got sick, I'm going to check up on them. I've had clients that had to have surgery, so I text them and ask how the surgery went. And I think that that really just goes a long way with people. They want to know that you care about them. I really appreciate them spending their money, and I want them to know that I care about them as human beings, and it's far beyond just doing their hair.
And that's very important because it's all about relationships. So it's not like they come and just get their hair done and they gone. You're actually
Yeah.
build relationships with these clients, and that says a lot. And as you continue to be in this field, those people will follow you wherever you go. I've had, like I said, I started doing hair when I was like 12, and I just stopped when I went full time in this industry about 3 years ago. And I had those clients forever. Like they knew me when I was a child, and now my daughter is 20, so they've been there with me. We become like their counselors, we're their therapists, we're their like so
That's
much happens in that chair. People
yeah,
talk about,
that's definitely true.
but I'm like, yo, at the salon or wherever you do hair at, because I did hair at home. It's a private space for them, and I never double book to have people sitting around waiting so that they're comfortable. And it sounds like you do the same thing. So this is awesome. So you had mentioned, you got your first client from social media. So aside from that, how do you still use social media? How does it play a role in promoting your work and connecting with new clients?
I would say, really, besides word of mouth recommendations and referrals, I think that social media is the best thing that we have to get to new clients. It's the best way, I think, that we can get to a lot of people fast. People that we may not run into on an everyday basis. So it's a great way to just get to a lot of people. And something that I do when I post somebody's pictures where I did their hair, I be sure to tag them. That's a great way to get out to their friends and family and people that they're connected to on social media. Because these are people that, I don't know yet. Everybody is a potential client. So I think it's just a great way to get out to a lot of people. And sometimes, if I'm lucky, I'll have clients who post reviews on social media. So when potential clients see that, they can see what my clients are already saying about me and how their experience was. And that's a great way to bring people in too. But I would say, as far as connecting with new clients, I like to post on my post that my inbox is always open. So if they want to reach out to me and have questions about their hair, questions about what to book, or just want to talk about their hair goals or regimen, that's really good too, because it helps build that rapport early on. Before they even get into the salon, I'm able to show them that I'm knowledgeable within the industry. So I think that that really goes a long way too. And, just posting in different Facebook groups, you just never know what people are searching for just by simply posting my work. They may come across it that way, and they may book an appointment that way. So I think social media is just very powerful. It's a great way to just get out to a lot of people fast, people that you don't know already.
It is. And I tell people all the time, it's free.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
to know better than that, it is free. So if you post and you don't make any money, you ain't lost no money.
No, it is
So
free.
I love social media. See here. So how do you stay ahead of the trends and keep your designs fresh and innovative?
That's a good question, because within our industry, things are always changing. It's always new techniques, and it's always just new ways of doing things. So you definitely have to keep yourself educated. So whether that's taking continued ed courses, or, like I said, I'm still considering myself very young within the industry. So I do have other seasoned stylists. They know that I watch their work and the things that they send out. So I think social media plays a great role in that as well. Just watching other people's work and people that I can be inspired by. And like I said, just taking continued ed courses. I think that's the biggest thing.
Okay. So do you have a I'm huge on people having mentors and coaches and stuff like that. Like you said, you have yours. Do you have anyone in particular that you want to shout out that's, really been inspiring and, helping you hands on, or either even if you're just watching them on YouTube, because I have mentors that don't know that they're my mentors.
Yeah. So I do watch a lot of people on YouTube. Just a few, I would say Deeper Than Hair TV. I don't know if you know her, but I
Okay.
really like her videos. And I would say some of the stylists that I work with, like I said, I work at I Embrace Hair Studio. So the owner of that salon is Sharkeisha Smith, and I've been under her ever since I graduated cosmetology school. And she knows that I'll ask her questions whenever I need help. And she's been in the industry over a decade. So I would say her and Miss Yolanda McNeil, we've done classes together too on the side. So I would say
Aw,
those three, just to name a few.
that's good. And so, what's one thing you wish you had known when you first started your career?
I would say something I wish I had known. That's a good question. Something I wish I had known. Just really the patience thing. I know I keep saying that, but we want things to happen overnight, but good
Mhm.
things really do take time. So just the patience thing. I really thought I was gonna be, as they say, booked and busy right out of school. I did. A lot of people told me they were gonna follow me, from school into the salon, and I can pretty much count on one hand the number of people who did follow me. So that's me
Right.
completely starting over. Because, in school, you're really busy, the clients are coming in. But when you have to start over, that can be hard. It can be discouraging in a way because you can think, what's wrong with me, or why are other stylists being super busy and booked? And here I am. I think my work is just as good, and I'm not as busy as I want to be. And I really didn't expect that. Nobody warned me about that. So that was just the biggest thing. I would say that's the biggest thing. It
So
really
having
taught me
some,
patience.
yeah. I tell people all the time, it's like, it's a journey, and you have to embrace every part. If you start off as a success, I mean, sometimes it can be hard to, really maintain that. And so when you slowly or gradually get there, you can look back and be like, wow, okay, you can see the growth. And there's always levels to it. And so I love the fact, that you're young and you already embodied that, and you're embracing the process, because it is. And you're only going to just continue to elevate and grow, from here on out.
Thank
So
you.
I'm going to be, as long as I'm here, I'm watching. I've been plugged in with you for a few years now. See here. So how do you balance your creative vision with the business side of hairstyling? Like you mentioned earlier, and I laughed because people be wanting stuff, and it's like, no, sis, we can't do that. You don't have enough hair for that, or that's not going to work. So how do you balance, being creative and, professional, and giving your clients what you want within reason?
Yeah, I think that the reason why we get into cosmetology is because of the creative side. Most of us, we really don't even think about, well, we know we want to make money, but we don't always think about everything with the business side. We just really want to create beautiful hairstyles. I think that's for a lot of people. But finding balance, and like you said, with some of the things that people want to get done, I think that it's just a trust thing. They have to, well, we just want to build rapport with our clients. We want to make sure that they trust us and just show knowledge. I think that's the biggest thing. And just like I said, keeping up with trends and the new things, and just making sure that we always stay inspired.
Right. And you already shared, you got people that, in your circle that inspire you. And of course, like social media, I'm always up there, and I be seeing stuff. I be like, okay, that done came back in style, because a
Exactly.
lot of these styles just repeat themselves, and then they'll come up with a different name. And I'm like, okay, that's just this. Okay, I know how to do that.
Yeah, trends, they come back around.
They definitely do. Can you share a moment when you overcame criticism or a setback, and how it helped shape your career? I know you mentioned customer service, and customer service is so hard. Good customer service is hard to come by, because we all make mistakes. And at the end of the day, it is about how you respond to that mistake. So do you share with us an experience that you may have had where, maybe your customer wasn't as satisfied as you thought they was going to be?
Yeah. I would say I think that I take constructive criticism pretty well when it comes from coworkers or mentors. I oftentimes do ask them, how can I, make myself better as a stylist? And sometimes they say I'm a perfectionist, I'm sorry. And sometimes I just am a little too hard on myself. And I think I am sometimes just because I just want to be the best and the best that I can be. And I want to make sure that I'm always sending out quality work. I think it's all about quality. That's the thing that I'm most concerned about. So
Right.
as far as you said with the client,
Or anybody, I mean anything, relating to your industry. It could be a client, anything,
okay,
or a teacher, a friend, social media comments. We get attacked on social media sometimes, but I can't cuss them out. I gotta
right.
gotta respond professional, so
Oh, let me. That's kind of put me on the spot. I gotta think back
okay,
there a
well,
little bit.
we can come back to that. We can come back
Okay,
to
okay.
no problem. So, what common misconceptions about the hairstyling industry would you like to debunk? I know you already said that it's not an overnight thing. You're not going to get rich quick. But what are some other misconceptions about hairstyling that you would like to clear up?
I think sometimes people don't always value that the fact that we have gone to school, and school isn't always something that's quick. For my program, it was 10 months and 1,500 hours, and I really am knowledgeable. We have to study, take tests, and perform the services. Like, we really are knowledgeable, and it's everything can't be done in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, I know that's where we started out for a lot of us, but we
Right.
really do grow and we really do gain knowledge. And sometimes with gaining knowledge and through experience, prices sometimes do have to go up and increase. But I think that it has to be looked at as something where we really do have knowledge within the field and we really do know what we're doing. Just the same way as doctors go to school. It may not go as long as they do, but we have been educated in what we're doing.
Right. I think, and that comes into play when people think they say, "Oh, your price is too high," or "It ain't worth all of it." But you don't
Mhm.
know, like you said, you going to school is really a full-time job because that schedule is like Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5
Through
or something like that.
Saturday. Through
Oh,
Saturday.
oh, through Saturday. Yeah.
Yes,
So,
through Saturday.
and you don't get paid to go. I mean, you're not getting paid. You're going to school, and you probably have to work after school in order to have your own money. And so when you come out of that, people don't understand. You got to charge. It
Right.
costs, right? Because you
Yeah.
didn't just learn this for free. You had to put in your time and and your money because it ain't free to go to school.
Yeah, you're telling the truth because our program was 10 months, like I said, and I did have a part-time job. I worked at a shoe store while I was in school, so it's true.
So, well, I already asked you that question. I said when you started talking, I was trying to look at the questions, like she already answered most of it. I didn't want to be repeating myself. But okay, what advice would you give to another young aspiring hairstylist looking to build their brand?
And the advice that I would give other young hairstylists is, if you're really passionate about the beauty industry and you see yourself having longevity within it and it's something that you think you would enjoy doing, I would say definitely go to school, get licensed, and get educated within the field. And don't make the mistake that I made. I thought that just because I was a straight A and B student, all throughout high school, that I automatically needed to go and get, a 4-year degree. And I had just put this expectation on myself because I thought that's what the people around me expected of me. So I just had to have a conversation with my family, and they told me to do what made me the happiest. So that's what I did. And I would encourage you, if you think that it's going to make you happy doing this, then definitely pursue it. And, don't worry about what outsiders say. Don't make that same mistake that I did. And I would also say, always carry yourself as a professional, because we are professionals. So, whether you're in the salon or you're out, doing whatever you have to do, people are always watching you, and you never know who is watching you. And as far as social media, try to keep a clean, social media profile as well. Keep that professional looking too. And I would also say, like we said, trends, they come and they go. So be willing to learn beyond, school, because you can learn so much within the salon and under your mentors. So always be willing to learn and wanting to learn new things. And like I said before, be patient. I keep really stressing that patience thing, but you really do have to be patient because it takes a few years to build your clientele. I'm about to enter into year 3 and I'm still getting my clientele to the point that I want it to be, where I'll be satisfied with it. And I would
Right.
just say the last thing is to just enjoy the industry. It's a beautiful industry that we work in, being able to help transform people and, make them feel good about themselves through their appearance. So just always enjoy yourself and have fun with it.
I love those things because that's exactly what I tell people. You find what you do, what you love, and passionate about. Because if you pick a profession just because of the money, you're not going to last long.
Yeah.
It's just not going to, and people are going to know that. If you don't care about what you're doing, you're not going to build that relationship with your clients. They're not going to refer you, because that's another big way of getting clients is by, asking for referrals or especially with doing hair, because I'm like, once you do somebody hair, they're walking around with that style for a few weeks, maybe, or depending on what you're doing, a couple months, you have free advertisement walking around. And people, I think people underestimate that part. And you had mentioned, so being professional wherever you are, like you said, you're a business owner and you carry yourself as such on in and out of the salon, on and off social media. But what really bothers me is how it's becoming trending to be more like ratchet. You see TikTok people doing hair and it's like it's no professionalism at all. And it's like that's what the people gravitate to because of the drama or whatever. And I don't understand it. And it's like, I'm just glad that you're being so young. I have a 20-year-old and she's not ratchet, but she ain't all professional. But
Well, I saw her at her job. She did good that day. I saw her. I'm gonna stick up for her. She did good that day. I saw her.
she carries herself, well. She got some ways about her, but and then I got my boys. My son, my oldest is 16, well, my oldest son is 16, and then the other one is 12. And the stuff that they like on social media and the stuff that they are drawn to and want to connect with, it's not positive things. And so having to still keep your morals and your ethics and be who you are in competition to that, it says a lot, so I do hope that you stay true to who you are because that's going to draw the people that are meant for you. And like I said, I just see your business just growing and flourishing. I be sending my clients, I'm like, when they ask, you still ain't doing hair? No, I send them to you. I got a few people that I send people to. Some of my clients, they've been with me so long, they just scared to go to anybody else. But I love networking and I love trying to help support other women, especially other people of color, in this area because we're all out here trying to do the same thing and let's just be successful.
Yeah, and
So
and what you said about people not being professional is really true because when you're on social media, you see a lot of people saying they're never stepping foot into a salon again. And a lot of people have that mentality. They rather just, do their hair at home instead of coming to a salon. So it is sad that sometimes because of the things that some hairstylists do, all of us kind of, get a bad reputation from it. But
right. Yep. All it takes is one person setting that standard, and there's other people like you as well. So just like I said, always stay true to yourself. And don't let that stuff deter you because it's easy to fall into it. I be finding myself sometimes stuck on social media. I'm like, why am I watching this? I got caught up because I saw a fight or something. I'm like, no, that has nothing to do with what I'm doing. That's not what I represent. So I have to even be mindful of what I watch. Because it's contagious. No, you're just starting out, but you like I say you're pretty fresh in the industry. But where do you see your brand heading in the future? Like, how do you plan to scale your business to where you want it to be over the next, let's say maybe 5 years?
Okay, I would say, like you said, I am still fresh in it. So I still want to just continue to, I would say, learn more services. I want to start offering more services. And do you mean like my end game, like for everything, or just right now?
Well,
Or
that was going to be the next question.
oh, okay,
But yeah,
okay.
you can what's your end game? I didn't know if you had one because so many people don't actually, they don't have no end game yet. They know they're doing what they love. They have a goal, a short term goal, but they don't know what they want to do when they retire or if they want to, I didn't know what I wanted to do with the hair. I was like, after I did hair for so many years, I was like, okay, maybe I want to teach people how to braid, maybe have a school of people. Like I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I don't know if you have an end game or you just doing
Well,
it.
I would say for right now, um, because that is a really good question. So for right now, I would just say continue to grow my business because I am still new at this, still just almost 3 years. So continue to grow my business. That's the first thing. And within the next few years, if maybe 5 years, like you said, I would love to one day open my own hair salon. That's always been a dream of mine from the very start. And when I get a lot older, because I am just 23, I would like to become a cosmetology instructor, and just start sharing my knowledge with other young stylists who will be entering the industry. And another thing I hope to do is to one day become a pillar of my community. I want to start being able to just give back to others as a result of my finances through hair. I want to really give back, whether that's single parents, because I was raised by a single mom, and helping low income families. I just want to really be able to give back. So that's my prayer, that I'm able to do that one day.
Okay, and that's wonderful. That your answer was better than a whole lot of other guests.
Well,
Sorry if
thank
y'all
you.
watching. I've asked some people what is their end game, and they're like, I don't know, work like, and they're older than they're older than us. So I'm like, come on, y'all don't have an end game. You can't just work forever. That's not realistic,
Mhm.
But I love it. You definitely have a goal. And they say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so you have an end game. You have milestones that you're working towards. And as long as you continue doing what you're doing, I don't see why you won't be able to. So I know y'all watching and y'all ready for this giveaway, and I'm gonna get to it in a second. But y'all ain't. If I do it now, y'all gonna leave off, and y'all not gonna hear how to contact her and how to book with her if you want to book with her. If you have questions about your hair, she's very transparent. She said her inbox is always open. So I know you're on Instagram. I have your Instagram and your Facebook. Is there anywhere else that they could connect with you?
I can give you my booking site directly. Or did I give it to you already?
I got
Oh,
that too.
okay. Yeah, I would say, yeah, Facebook, Instagram, and booking site.
Okay. So if y'all want to connect with her and follow her, y'all visit her on follow her on Instagram and Facebook. And if you want to book with her to get your hair done, then this is her booking site. Oh, I got somebody put something in the comment. All right. We got Rogan. I don't want to mess up anybody's names. I thank y'all all for watching. And we're going to get into the giveaway. Now, the way I usually do it, this is my second one, y'all. The way I do it is I usually pick a number between a certain span of numbers, okay? And since this is my 200 subscriber giveaway, I'm going to let the number be between 100 and 200. So I'm not going to pick the number. I'm going to let Janasia pick the number. And whoever types the number in the chat that's closest to the number that she picked without going over will win the $50 today. Okay. So, all right. And she just sent me the number. So y'all go post in the chat a number between 100 and 200. Whoever gets closest without going over will win $50 cash. I can Zelle it. I can Apple Pay it. I can Cash App. I can Chime. Point is, I can send it however you want me to send it. We got 19 viewers. I need your numbers. All right, Joanne, it's between 100 and 200. It's going to be a 3-digit number. It's between 100 and 200. All right, we got 155. 190. There we go. Drop them numbers like we playing bingo. I used to play bingo back in the day. Oh, oh my goodness. All right. All right. Okay. So it looks like we got we got somebody that hit it right on the head, y'all. And she did put 123. That was the number that she selected. So Alicia, Alicia B. Spicer, she won it. Congratulations. I need you to post your cash however you want me to send it to you. If you want to post it up here, I don't know if you follow me on Facebook or post it or inbox me. I don't know, whatever way you want to do it. And I will send you over your $50. All right. Well, you have any last thing you want to say? Is this somebody you know? Alicia Spicer?
That's my mom.
Look at there. Mama got it. Let me send it. Let me send it while we up here, and then she can confirm that she got it, y'all. Because let's see here. And y'all make sure y'all continue to subscribe because when I hit my next milestone, I will be doing another giveaway. Hold on. Alicia Spicer. And congratulations, Alicia. You are the winner of the giveaway tonight. Thank you all for sharing and subscribing. And remember, every time I give away money, y'all are always included in it. Like, you know, once you're in it, as long as you're on the live, you have an opportunity of participating in the cash giveaway every time I do one. Okay. So continue to share, continue to subscribe. If you want to be a guest on the show or you want to reach out to one of my guests that I've had on the show in the past, just send me an email. If you have a topic you want me to discuss, I'm open to your suggestions because this is for you guys. Oh, they still posting numbers. Thank y'all. We got a winner already. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, love. I know you definitely had you had shared my stuff a lot, and so I really appreciate you. Nojana, just some names that I see that I've been seeing over the past few days. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you, Janasia, because you didn't have to be a guest, and I appreciate your time. I don't take it lightly. Like I said, I'm a big respecter of time.
How about this? Let's switch it up. Let's do another winner since my mom won.
You want to do another one?
Yeah, let's do that. I'll give you the $50 or however.
Look at that!
My
Okay.
mom won. That's her for helping me all week. She got paid.
Okay, all right. So
you pick this
look back through the comments and see who was closest to 123 without going over. I'm seeing 119. That's the closest in order of it being posted, right?
Or however.
I didn't know if you could see the comments.
Or do you want to? I can't see the comments. Or do you want to start
do another number?
Yeah, you pick.
No, I just keep it like it is and just go to the next person that was closest, and that was Norjana. She had posted 119 right after she had posted 123. Okay, so Norjana, congratulations. You are the winner of the $50 giveaway tonight. Y'all, we gotta love being live, right? We can't make this stuff up. I think you follow me on Instagram and stuff too. Post your Cash App or however you want to receive your payment. Okay, somebody said they said 122. Yeah, but you wasn't. You was late. Okay, yeah. Send me your Cash App or however you want me to send you your money, and I will send it to you. And I appreciate you all. Any last words, Janasia?
I would just say I just wanted to thank you for supporting me throughout the years. Like you said, you have watched my journey from the very beginning, and I'm so happy that I was able to come on your show tonight.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And you're welcome back anytime. I know we're going into March, and March is National Women's History Day. And we are definitely part of history. You know, I'm sure you're probably the youngest. You're one of the youngest I've had up here, and so you're paving the way for other young entrepreneurs. So I love it. Um, Norjana, make sure you send me your payment, honey, so I can send you your money. All right, thank y'all. That's been another episode of the Roundtable. I will see y'all next Friday, same time, same place, with a different face on this side. All right, y'all have a good night, and thank y'all for watching.
Bye.
Bye.